What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Don here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Decided to change the pace just a little bit and decided to do some squad reviews for today's video. We are 3/4 of the way through the season of FIFA 20, so I thought it would be a good time to show some of the squads and see how people have been grinding. And as well, I wanted to provide some of my opinion, or as I like to say, my deep critical analysis, as my lecturer would say back when I was studying film. But I just wanted to show, just give a bit of advice on some few squads within our community, and just to give some advice and just to kind of, I guess there are some squads I did take a little bit of a peek at that that I think a few people just want to flex and show off their squads, but we'll show that in the video. We've got a lot of squads to show up, so I will be doing these squad reviews in 1 or 2 parts, and if need be, then I'll do another third video. So if you do like this type of content and want to see more squad reviews and want to see my opinion on what type of whether your squad is good or not, I will be rating these squads out of 10 as well. So let me know what you think down in the comment section. What squad you think is your favorite squad, and which squad you think you do not want to come against, and which squad you look at and think, yeah, I think I can eat that squad alive, mate. You know what I mean? But if you do like this video, please drop a like on this video, subscribe, put the bell on so you know exactly when these videos do go live. And if you want to follow me on Twitch, the link to my Twitch is down below. Or if you want to be able to feature your squad in one of these videos, then the link to my Twitter and my Discord is down below in the description. So without further ado, let's look at our first squad. Okay, so the first squad that we have on our in our video is from a friend of mine. We do play both. We both play for VFL Chelsea, and it's my man Tamori. He hasn't left his in-game tactics, so we're just going to go ahead and assume what tactics he's going to be using in terms of his formation. So he has up top Havertz, Douglas Costa, Cruyff, Hullet, Saint Maximin, Kante. All right, it's not bad. Kieran Tierney, David Luiz, Fuchs, Walker, and I think that would be Baby Van der Sar as well. He's got a pretty good team, if I'm honest with you. Very scary. I would be a little bit worried if I came up against this squad, but I think obviously the ones that stick out the most is obviously Kante. I mean, like, he's the best player in the team, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that, but you know, when you got Kante in your team, I mean, you don't really need anyone else. But anyway, listen, hey, all right. So obviously, if we have to, yes, Cruyff, Baby Cruyff, and Hullet, which he actually told me he packed them. He packed Cruyff and Hullet. That must be nice. So I'm assuming this is a 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, obviously, going forwards, I generally do believe that his strength is going forward. Defensively, is good. Do you know, Kieran Tierney is I've got Kieran Tierney. He's a very good left back. David Luiz is so hard to defend against. I think him and Van Dijk are probably, and maybe Rio as well, are probably the defenders that I really don't like coming up against. I haven't come up against Fuchs at the moment, but people have likened him to Ramos's card. Oh gosh, what is it? Flashback Ramos. And you got Kyle Walker, which is a very good right back, which I would love to use again, and Van der Sar. Very good team. Any improvements to this team? I would say not really, to be quite honest with you. I would say if I really am clutching at straws here, Fuchs. I would say try and get you know, all your players on chem. Even though Fuchs, one thing Fuchs lacks is stamina as well. But obviously your centre backs are not going to be bombing up and down the pitch, so that's not a much of a worry. Going forwards, it seems like he's going to cause a lot of problems. He's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 players that have got 5-star weak foots, and they're all going forward. So that's an absolute nightmare in itself. If I have to, I would say probably the weakest, and because this squad is so strong, the weakest I would say is on the right hand side in the defense, Fuchs and Walker. Even though Walker is quite good, he lacks a little bit of agility, but he's good in the air, he's quite strong, and he's fast as well. So, but this is because of the fact that his team's so strong. You got to look at weaknesses as well, and changing maybe Fuchs, getting Van Dijk in there if he can, if he's got coins to get Van Dijk in there. But really good team. Very good team, and this is a typical team you'll come up against this stage of FIFA as well. So he's definitely keeping up with everything that's going on in regards to the promos and what special cards you can get. I would rate this team 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I would rate this team. Incredible team. But yeah, but I'm not here saying if I have to choose weaknesses, then I would say it would be the right side of the defense. But other than that, it's a very, very good team. And shout out to my man Tomori. He's absolutely fantastic, playing for VFL Chelsea as well. So let's move on to our next team. All right, so we moved over to our man Carl. All right, Carl is a mod on the channel, on my Twitch channel. I do speak to him. Not a lot recently, because every time I speak to him, he tells me about the packs he's been getting and the walkouts. His pack luck, I don't know what it is. I don't know how people's pack luck's unreal, but his pack luck is absolutely unreal. I think around about Christmas time, his do you know, some of the I can't remember. I think there was one he got Neymar and Mbappe in like the same month or something like that. I don't know, but his packs have been absolutely unreal. All right, so shout out to my man Carl. So up top he's got Bergkamp. From right to left, Mane, Cruyff, Blanc, Gnabry, middle Vieira, in defense, Roberto Carlos, Alaba, Boateng, Da Costa, and Neuer in goal. Neuer is actually really good, you know. I don't know why I don't see a lot of Neuer. Neuer actually is I won't go as far as saying he's incredibly OP, because Ter Stegen pulls off some saves, which you think, how are you saving this? But Neuer does cause a bit of problems. Again, assuming formations, I would say again 4-2-3-1. I'm not too sure who would play at the cam position. I would say Bergkamp, because I think Bergkamp is a medium. I think. I know he hasn't got a lot of pace, but I know he's a medium. But yeah, 4-2-3-1. Again, I would say I would try and upgrade Gnabry. Obviously, people know I don't like Gnabry because he absolutely ripped Chelsea apart. But anyway, I put my personal feelings aside. I would say upgrade Gnabry. Defense, honestly, I've not come up against Boateng and Alaba. In all honesty, Da Costa, if he's anything like Team of the Season Da Costa last season, right? Da Costa is an absolute beast. He's an absolute beast. Strong, powerful. He's got good jumping. He's fast. Lacks a little bit of agility like Walker, but at the same time, still a very, very good right back as well. Midfield, decent. Very, very decent. The only thing I would say about Mane, right? I've got Team of the Season Mane, okay? Now, he's got Player of the Month Mane. One thing I think that lacks with Mane, right, is one, he gets pushed off the ball quite easily. And two, he's quite inconsistent. I don't know if it's just me, but he's quite inconsistent. I'm going to be running Mane this weekend, actually. But he's quite inconsistent in terms of shooting, getting shots on target. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to try and run him again. I've got Team of Season Mane untradeable, but he's got Mane. But I think the weakness is the wings here. To be honest with you, because he's got icons on the left-hand side, he can put any left-wing player there, because he's got two icons in very, very good positions. He's got the freedom to put any left wing. He can even put as you can see on the bench, he's got Clint. I was going to say Clark Kent. He's got Kent on the bench. Now he's probably one of the best impact left wing players or left mid players in the game at this moment in time. All right, he could put anyone there, even him left wing. But again, Mane's still a good option, and he's got Gnabry. So my only concern is the right and the left hand side of the wing. Again, defensively, I play Roberto Carlos, absolutely fantastic. Weaknesses, I would say, I think he can do better because he's got he's got icons, so he's got the freedom to put any player, any striker, centre forward, cam, midfield player into that team. I've got Bergkamp on loan. His prime moments, Bergkamp, and I've heard that he's really, really good, especially at the cam position. I think he can get a better cam in that team. Someone who's really, really good, someone who's quite agile. Agility is the meta. Long and short of the story, this FIFA, agility is the meta. Bergkamp as a cam, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Even though it depends on how the player uses him. Even though, you could say, but he's got good stats for a cam. It all depends on how the player uses him, but I think you can get other better centre attacking mids in that position as well. Defensively, looks pretty solid. He's got one defender that's quite stocky, strong, tall, in the likes of Boateng, and one is a little bit more agile because he has been moved into the centre back position as opposed to left back. So Alaba's got a little bit more agility as well. So pretty much, I am in favour of having two separate players that've got different strengths. One agile, one not so agile, one fast, one a little bit slow, one strong, one good interception. Different. They complement each other. So he's got that in Alaba and Boateng at the same time. But I think those were the only ones I would change. He's got 5 icons, man. Goodness me. Cruyff as well, and Vieira is absolutely fantastic. And Blanc, which is very much an underrated card. 85 Blanc is a very much underrated icon card. But again, going forward, I think Cruyff, fantastic. A 5-star week for man. I wish I had him in my team. But I would say, being that he's got some good. He's got 5 icons. I would give this team. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a high 7. All right, I'll give it a high 7 because of the fact he's got 5 icons. Very much a high 7. But what brings it down, I would say, my personal opinion is, I think he can do better. Obviously, being that Da Costa's in there, it's quite hard to fit another icon into the team. But you can get someone. I don't know. Mbappe plays on the left hand side. It's very, very difficult. If you can get like a French winger to go on that side, or any French winger to go on that side to play, maybe even not French, but a winger to play on 7 chem. It's entirely up to him, but 7 out of 10. That is my personal opinion. All right, so we've come to now Breezy's team. I'm smiling because something big happened to Breezy the other day, and I'm quite jealous of him. But we're going to get into that as well. All right, so starting from the back this time. So he's got Edison. Is it Dos Santos at left back? No, Lodi at left back. Luis Felipe, future stars Luis Felipe. Birthday Sarr, Atal, and in midfield he's got Pirlo, Gattuso, Bakayoko, Eusebio, R9, and Ulsime, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Very, very good team. Now, what I said about very jealous of him, he literally, the other day, packed Eusebio out of his team. Incredible team you're looking at. You're looking at probably his attackers. R9 and Eusebio. Looks like he plays 4-1-2-1-2. Again, Pirlo and Gattuso. Do you know one thing I will say? What stands out the most is that the team lacks pace. The pace is coming from his forwards, R9, Ulsime, and Eusebio. Now, obviously, if he is playing a 4-1-2-1-2, he's very much going to struggle when it comes to the wing. If someone's pushing on the wing, his players, Pirlo, even though Bakayoko is probably one of the fastest midfielders in his team. If he is playing the 4-1-2, out of the 3, I'm looking at Gattuso, Pirlo, and Bakayoko. Then you're heavily relying on Bakayoko as well. Again, probably the team does lack a little bit of agility in the midfield, but going forwards, he looks pretty strong. If he's able to utilize the front 3, I'm only assuming he's using the 4-1-2-1-2 here. If he's able to utilize the front 3, R9, Ulsime, and Eusebio, then he could probably do well. He needs to get. I think this probably. I don't know if he sorted this out, but get Eusebio and Ulsime on chem, right? Listen, stop that. Stop the foolishness, all right? Get him on chem, and then let's move, all right? Definitely needs to upgrade his right back. I don't know where he can go going forwards. He can get a right back from. I mean, the new SBC's come out. What do you call it? The twins. Flashback. The Fabio and Raphael. If he wants to go with Raphael, get a better right back, then I would say that would be the move. He's got 27k, and it depends on what he's got in his squad. Then go ahead and do that. But I would say definitely needs to upgrade his right back as well. If he's playing 4-1-2-1-2, he's going to struggle a little bit in the midfield. If he's playing against someone who's very much a possession player, he might lose out on the midfield, being that. I don't know. The only good thing about Pirlo's good going forwards in regards to his distribution in terms of passing. If Breezy is someone who's good at passing the ball, then he's got that in Pirlo and Gattuso. Very much so, Gattuso and Bakayoko can give him some defensive support. Let's not forget the fact we don't want to only look at the attack, but defensively he's got a support there in the likes of Bakayoko and Gattuso as well. If he does know how to cut the passing lanes quite well, then they can help out. Not the best of centre defensive mids in the game. Bakayoko is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I do hope, depending on his tactics, that they are quite well, because I feel like I am worried that his team does lack a little bit of agility. But if he is going forwards, then he's going to make his opponent very, very nervous at the same time. Goalkeepers to probably try and get on chem. it's hard because you've got two centre backs, one in Serie A, the other one in La Liga, both different nationalities as well. So it's quite hard to get a team on chem. The only thing I'm suggesting is probably an icon, but at the same time he can. No, he won't be able to. He won't be able to get. He's got his goalkeeper on 8 chem, but 8 chem does that really matter, guys? Again, defense. I think the only upgrades that needs to come here is in the defense. He's got 3 cards on the SBC cards, so you can't trade them out. But it depends on. I would say midfield. Defense is fine, but I would say try and see if you can get someone better in the midfield. See if you can get like at least a winger that's actually a winger that's in one of the central positions to try and play if you're going to stay in that formation, because he hasn't got any wingers that are like left wing, right wing players. So it's very, very hard to make it get it work in this squad. But at the same time, there are players that you can possibly get and make them into a midfielder. You could get possibly Ben Yedder. I'm not sure how he would fit Ben Yedder in the team, but you could possibly get Ben Yedder in there, maybe put him as a sub and bring him on. Ben Yedder's not a winger, I'm not trying to say that, but just to mix things up a little bit in the midfield. But like I said, pretty worried for that, but still very good icons. R9, Pirlo, Gattuso and Eusebio, very good in their day. In the game, they're not the best. I'm only looking at Pirlo and Gattuso, not the best of icons. I don't really see Pirlo, 92 Pirlo a lot in a lot of teams, to be honest with you. So, but again, very, very good team. I'll give this team, based on the icons, based on the fact that he's got R9 and Eusebio, they boost up the rating just a little bit. But I'll give this, I think the defense lets this team down. I'll give it a good 7 out of 10. All right, so we move over to the much anticipated team. This is Kieran's team. If you don't know who Kieran is, his team has featured in our videos, especially our rewards videos. And if you don't already know, we've opened up a few of his icon packs, and one of them which is on R10, Ronaldinho. Kieran's team is very, very much a bit of banter within our community because of the fact that he stops on purpose. He purposefully stops in the gold positions, like gold 2, gold 3, because his red picks have been fantastic. All right, I think he has hit Elite 3 once this year and didn't get anything good, so we went back to gold 3 and packed some incredible cards. So we spoke about that in previous videos. Go check it out. You can see the R9 video, I spoke about it there. So if you want to check out, we're not going to go into too much detail, but obviously those who know Kieran and his team, we know what we're talking about. Right, starting from the top, work our way down. Red CR7, middle Cruyff, Fernandes, Ronaldinho, Roy Keane, Zinedine Zidane, Mendy, Sarr. I can see the name in my head, but I can't say it. Varane, there we go. Varane, Sergio Ramos, and Van der Sar. Right. So again, defensively, I would say needs to be an upgrade. Maybe, like I said, I'm just only going from the top of my head. Definitely left back. Mendy's good. Don't get me wrong. I've got Mendy. And he is good, don't get me wrong, he's very, very good. The only thing Mendy struggles with is when the ball's in the air, he does lose out a lot in terms of his headers and as well his heading accuracy, but he's still good. He's a ball playing fullback, so when the ball's down at his feet, he can play and he can get forward and he's good at passing. Nothing wrong with that. It's only defensively I feel that that's his weakest area, is that when he has to come back and defend, he does get caught out of position, does lose out in the air quite a lot. Varane, not my best defender. I've got red Varane in my team, and I do feel Varane loses out on 50-50. So when the ball's in the middle between two players, Varane challenges it, the attacker comes with Varane, then Varane does lose out on a lot of those challenges, and I feel like he's the weakest, and that is informed Varane. So there, I would say try and change out Varane, get somebody else, get someone else in there. Again, you've got 2 icons, and you've got Ramos as well. Gets a nice strong link there. And again, Shaw, again, very, very good defender. I've come up against him a few times. Kieran plays 4-2-3-1. Yeah, Kieran plays 4-2-3-1. I think CR7's on the wing, Fernandes in the middle, R9 on the wing, and Cruyff up. Ooh, I'm not too sure. Cruyff up top, CR7. No, was it Fernandes and Roy Keane in the two CDMs, Fernandes and Roy Keane as the two CDMs, Zidane in the middle, CR7 and Ronaldinho on the wing, and Cruyff up top. I would say the only thing I would say is it's hard because obviously CR7 locks in. You have to get a Portuguese player or a player that's in Serie A to get him in, but he's got Fernandes there, so that helps get on CR7 on 7 chem. I've not used Fernandes, if I'm honest with you, so I'm not gonna say look take out Fernandes because I heard he's actually pretty good. Defensively, I would say Varane and Mendy definitely needs to be upgraded. Ramos for me is endgame. Sergio Ramos for me is up there with the best defenders. He's up there with Rio, Van Dijk, De Ligt. Who else haven't I named? I've named him in the channel, but I can't think of the others as well. But he's up there with the very best. David Luiz. He's up there with the very best for me. All right, I start him off on the wing to go in game. Fullback, and I bring him down into centre back as well. Probably the best centre back I've come up against him as well, and I've used him as well. Very good. Surprisingly, Kieran said Roy Keane is actually very good CDM, so he uses Roy Keane quite a lot. But again, I would say just changing out the defenders. Kieran's got a very good team. Very good team. Look at that. Look at it. He's got Zidane, man. Jeez. Zidane, Cruyff, Ronaldinho, which he said he's not very fond of, to be honest with you, and CR7. 8 out of 10 straight away. 8 out of 10. The only thing that brings this team down is the defense, which I think Kieran might be looking to upgrade. All right, my man Dano with his team, very good team, very colourful. I would say with this one, it's very colourful. I do like looking at teams and seeing different cards. You can tell we're coming to the end of FIFA, because when you're seeing a lot of different colourful cards, you're like, okay, we're at the end stage of FIFA now. So you can't see it on your screen, but Dano has nearly a million coins. So we're going to talk about different options that he can possibly go with this team. All right, so start from the top. Daniel James, Neymar, Fred, Rooney, Sancho, Guardiola, Roberto Carlos, Diego Carlos, Scream, PK, Zambrotta, and David De Gea. Now, for me personally, David De Gea needs to go. All right, the reason being is because I've used Footmus David De Gea, and it's like you're playing with no goalkeeper. He's rubbish. Get to Stegen in there. Boom, straight away. Use the coins. Take out De Gea. You can say he's pretty good for you. That's absolutely fine. But for me, he's poo. All right, and that's not my opinion. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. But if he's good for you, then he's great for you, my dude. All right. But I would say get to Stegen because he's just crazy right now. All right. Diego, surprisingly, I had these two as my centre back, and they're very good. I've almost hit elite with these two. Diego is really good. Yeah, 4-star weak foot, can play. He's really good. Really good. Surprisingly good. I am going to take him out when I get Maldini. Then I'm definitely going to take him out, but he's still a very good defender. Screen PK, threw him into an SBC to get Ramos back. Screen PK looks good. The only thing about PK which is a problem is the fact that because there's faster cards now coming into the game, because PK came out in November time, so probably arguably one of the best defenders at the time, but because there's now a lot of more faster cards coming into the game, he's going to get caught out. And he does get caught out for me. I think he's got like 78, 79 pace, lacking a lot of agility, but good in terms of intercepting the ball. Zambrotta, very good. I've heard good things about Zambrotta. Is it Zanetti that's got really bad jumping? Or I'm sure it's Zanetti that's got really bad jumping. Zambrotta looks very good. I was close to getting Zambrotta, but I think I went with Gerrard instead. Guardiola, but he's not the best CDM at the moment, or CM at the moment. He was when I saw him in everyone's team. Everyone was getting Guardiola. Again, just like PK, a lot more faster cards coming into the game, a lot more better CDMs coming into the game. Again, but the only problem is now that he faces is the fact that he's got 3 leagues. 3 leagues here. And it's going to be hard. The only way that he can take this out is to get another icon in. Because PK is going to be off chem, and so is Da Costa. Now, the only way you can get through this is if he takes out De Gea, he can put Ter Stegen in, and that gets the soft link here, so he doesn't worry about the link here no more. And PK gets a nice strong link as well with Ter Stegen. So you could take out Guardiola and go with another CM here that can possibly get a strong link with Fred. Then Rooney could possibly be on Kem here. Yeah, unless you get Steven Gerrard. Then you could possibly get Kem here as well. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because there's improvements. It's got coins, loads of improvements. I think this is a great position to be in, knowing that you can make these improvements to the team. Bring in Ter Stegen, bring in Mbappe. These are very much overpowered cards that you can do to try and improve your team. All right, my man Tubbs. Look how Tubbs is taking a pic. Look at his team. It's probably the app. All right, Tubbs. Tubbs is an Elite 1 player. All right, so he's incredible. I'm going to ask him about Rodrigo because I was close to getting him. So I'm thinking, do I really want to get him? I'm going to have to ask him about Rodrigo. Or you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. What is Rodrigo like? Because I was gonna take out Hazard in my team and put Rodrigo in. But anyway, listen, it's just about Tubbs. So Tubbs has got Player of the Month Aguero, Martinez, Zidane, Shapeshifter, David Luiz, Hullet, Rodrigo, Kieran Tierney, Boateng. Is this his in-game? What did he set up this way? I think this is he sets up. Anyway, Ter Stegen, De Jong, and Sergio Ramos, which I think it looks like he plays Ramos. No, unless in game, De Jong goes up top, and then Shapeshifter David Luiz comes down. Really, really good team. And then obviously Martinez goes up top. Zidane comes into the middle. I'm assuming that's how he plays. And maybe De Jong and Hullet. So Hullet goes left centre mid, and De Jong comes back into CDM. Really good team. 4-2-3-1. I think he plays 4-2-3-1. I've watched Tubbs play before, and I think he does play 4-2-3-1. And I think Tubbs finished Elite 1 this weekend. If my memory serves me right. I think he finished Elite 1. Really good team, Tubbs. Really, really good team. Arguably not much in terms of improvements to be made, if I'm honest with you. But again, clinical players going forwards, and it's very, very good going back. It's hard to even say where the improvements need to come. He's got players in the right place. I would say this is probably arguably one of the best teams of the video. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I really want to know where Rodrigo plays and how he uses Rodrigo. So I might have to speak to Tubbs about this privately and ask him about Rodrigo. Because it's a card that I really want to use. 5-star weak foot. It's got very, very good. He hasn't got very good passing if I remember his stats. But he's got good speed, good finishing, good composure, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. I really want to see about this card. But I would give this team a low 9. I'm going to give it a low 9. Really good team, Tubbs. Alright. So, for our final team of the video, we have our man, Liam. Liam is currently sitting on 2.3 million coins. This one thing about Liam, right, is that he's always changing his team depending on what promo's on, alright? Because I think when Team of Season came out, he had loads of Team of Season cards. What other promo was there? I don't know, but he loves changing his team. But this is arguably probably one of the best teams of the video. So we're gonna start at the top. Team of the year, Kante. Player above Neymar, Prime R9, Prime Moments Petit. Team of the year, De Bruyne, Saint Maxim. He's a Liverpool fan, so he's got to throw some Liverpool players in there. Robertson, Gomez, Van der Sar, Manolas, and Zambrotta. So improvements, Gomez. All right, get Gomez out. But I've played with. Do you know? Honestly, I've played with Gomez. I have played with Gomez, and Gomez is really, really good. Really, really good. All right, not the best, but he's still good. But Liam's a really good player. Liam's a very good Elite 1 player. Possibly can get top 100, but he's a very, 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 very good player. Plays high press in real life. I've seen Liam play football in real life and on FIFA as well. I think he got Elite 1. I think he got 27 wins this week, or was it 28? I think it was 27 wins this week. Played R9 for the first time this weekend, or for the second weekend. I think it was the first time, I'm not too sure. But he said R9 carried him, and I'm not surprised, okay, because I've come up against R9, and when I came up against R9, he had other lower cards around him, like gold rare cards around him, but he absolutely finished me. Every time R9 got the ball and shot, it was in. So absolutely clinical with R9. I think Liam plays I don't even know what formation Liam plays anymore. I think it is 4-2-3-1, but he plays he plays a very high line, and he really gets in your face as well. Any improvements to this team? Get Van Dijk in there. I'm clutching at straws here. Get Van Dijk in there. But again, really good team. 4-2-3-1. Kante and Petit as CDM. R9 up top. De Bruyne in the middle. St. Maxim and Neymar on the wing. 3 5-star weak foot players. Great agility. Good support in defense as well. Good support in centre defense and mid. Very, very good. And it hurts the fact that not only is this a very, very good team, but this very, very good team has been controlled by a very, very good player as well. So, 9 out of 10. Only because Gomez brings it down, all right? I would say definitely the only recommendation I would say is get Van Dijk in there. But again, we've got Manolas. Surprisingly, he's got Manolas in there, but he says Manolas is pretty decent as well. And Zambrota is pretty good at right back as well. So a good 9 out of 10 for this team. GG's to my man Liam, who's absolutely doing fantastic this year. And he's got a fantastic team. And he's got like sitting on 2.3 million coins. So the upgrades that could potentially take place in this team is quite frightening. Where he's going to go, I'm not too sure. We'll do another review later on in the year, maybe during or after team of the season, and then we'll see where he goes with this team. But this team is absolutely crazy. I mean, if you came up against this team, if this team appeared on your loading screen as you go into a FUT Champs game, you'll be like, great. Imagine if you've come up against this team and it's your first game of the weekend league. Yeah. Unlucky for some. But anyway, listen, very, very good team. 9 out of 10 for my man Liam. So that's it for the video for today, guys and girls. We're going to do a part 2. We based this video based on those who came into Discord. So shout out to everyone in my Discord. I appreciate you guys jumping in and showing off, showing your team. If you do want to flex your team, then the link to my Discord is down below in the description. Come and check it out. Check out if you want to flex your team, you can. I'll notify you in Discord when that time comes. But if you want to follow me on Twitter as well, you can. Our next video is going to be those on Twitter who showed their teams. I will be flexing some people that follow me on Twitter and obviously doing the same thing as well. So guys, if you do like this video and you want to see if we get more than 10 likes on this video, then I will drop the second part of this video today. I'll do a double upload if we get over 10 likes on this video. And yeah, I appreciate everyone jumping in and helping me with showing off their teams. Again, I appreciate it. Love you guys so much. My son is awake, so I'm going to go ahead there and entertain him. So drop a like on this video and subscribe if it is the first time you're here as well. And I'll see you at the next upload. Peace.